chase in Dolton back in 2016. Casey Cronin is live with more on this story. Casey.
Anthony and Sally, one man was killed and another was severely injured when Dolton police were pursuing the car they were passengers in back in 2016 during an attempted traffic stop. This all happened in October of 2016. 19-year-old John Kyles was ejected from the car and died when the driver lost control and collided with a dumpster and parked car. Another passenger, Dwayne Dunlap, suffered a traumatic brain injury and other life-altering injuries. On behalf of the attorneys with Loewe and Loewe sued the village of Dolton and the Dolton police officers involved in that chase for wrongful death and negligence, among other misconduct claims. And last night, a jury awarded $33.5 million to those families, about $10 million for the family of Kyles and about $23 million for Dunlap to assist with his ongoing medical care.
I miss John so much. No amount of money could bring him back. I appreciate the jury.
Didn't bring back John Kyles, didn't make Dwayne Dunlop whole again, but signaled loud and clear with the magnitude of this verdict that what happened was wrong and unjustified.
All right. Welcome to Grace in the Evening Times. If you don't know who I am, my name is Miss Grace. God be the glory. Today, we're going to be doing a night live where we talk about how dirty politics can change the whole dynamic of, how can I say, a town, a city's well-being. Okay. So today we're going to be reintroducing a topic that I have talked about for the last year and a half. And today it has finally came to root. Okay. This person we're talking about is Tiffany. And today we're going to be talking about the outcome of a $33.5 million lawsuit that is now in the hands of the Dolton residents. So what I want to say is thank you for being here. Please hit the like button. I have a lot to share with you. We're also going to share the live of Tiffany Henyard talking junk and laughing at the destruction that she has caused. Let's go. Thank you for being here today. All right, let's talk corruption, baby. Now, as you see, I have a special shirt on. It's going to be all connected to my investigation that we were doing, or how can I say, looking into a wrongful death case in Dolton. But before we get there, today we're going to be talking about Cook County judge ordered the village of Dolton to create a payment plan for a $33.5 million judgment stemming from a 2016 police chase that unalived one person and severely left another injured. After denying the request for delayed payment most recently, the verdict, which includes $23 million for the victim with traumatic injuries and $10 million for another family, exceeded the village annual budget. Way more than the annual budget. As you know, the destitute that Tiffany there is left for Dolton, but we're going to get into it. And I got a surprise for you guys because I have a souvenir from a protest. Okay, I got a souvenir that we're going to go over today. So we have went over this particular lawsuit, and in this particular, let me show you the souvenir before we get into everything. In this particular lawsuit, there's two officers involved. One officer was the chief of police. He wasn't the chief of police at the time of the illegal car chase, but he became the chief of police under a special mayor called, hold on guys, I got it, Tiffany Henyard. Y'all like, what the hell is that? Well, this is one of the protest boards that I obtained when I first went down there to figure out what was going on when I went to the Alexis butterfly release. It says she lost our money and there's nothing we can do about it, or is there? And today, years old, you got Tiffany laughing. Okay. Now, this is the next name that I want to show you because this was the other one. I hope you guys can see. It says Defund Delgado. These are some of the names that we need to pay attention to because Delgado was the lawyer handling this particular case and allowed it to get so gross. One more thing. Let me show you. Hold on. This is where we get even better because right now, as we talked about earlier, if you guys follow the MO back in the day, until I get a black ball. Now, we already knew that Keith Freeman was going to be telling on Tiffany. He started snitching earlier. But according to this particular post board, they were looking for Freeman, Lacey to get up out of there. And now we heard that Lacey is snitching, guys. This is how close this story is to my heart, as well as those boards were related to this protest where we went to protest against Mayor Henyard for all of her dirty deeds. Now, if you don't know who Mayor Henyard is, we're going to show you real quick before we get to the matter at hand. But let's flash back to this dirty crook and all of the things that she was doing over here, looking like she got Betty Blue eyes, but it's nothing but the devil. Do y'all remember this? And I want to say shout out to WGN TV. They have been like on this case like kryptonite. Let's watch this together, guys. Crooked Democrats. Let's go. Come on, let's listen. Hold on. Is it muted? Hold on. This is my guy.
Ms. Mayor, one of the stories that I'm most often asked about is our years
Sock passe, Leroy.
Tiffany Henyard's rocky reign as mayor of South Suburban Dolton. You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that? Okay. You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Where are you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Just a little intermission. If y'all remember, I went rogue the other night and I talked about someone who was going after a case of a young lady who got R by, a public official in this area. This is the exact incident that he's talking about, in which they were on some type of business meeting and this young lady was R'd by allegedly Andrew Holmes. So this is them asking, like, did you go down there to Vegas? Did you spend the people money and things like this? And this was her response while she was trying to hide what happened to the victim, alleged victim, Fania Dukes, and hide what happened to Alexis Wilson by this same cop involved in the $33.5 million case. Let's go. And you guys, if y'all don't know, the other officer that was involved in that case, just to give you guys a heads up, he is not alive. He passed away about a year or so under suspicious circumstances where him and the truck went head on. And that's when I talked to you guys about mental illness and letting cops get away with stuff. But I just had to put that in there because we got more to talk about when it comes to this case later on. Let's go. Let's finish listening to Tiffany, because you know what? They thought I forgot, because the censorship that you see here is connected to this. And I will never stop talking. You know, is hard-headed. You know I'm a Levi. Sock passe, Jordan. Sock passe. Let's go. You know we hard-headed.
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Subsequent reports on six-figure spending and her questionable cancer charity set off a chain reaction of events, public outrage, an FBI investigation, and ultimately voters sent her packing last spring. But the current mayor says Henyard's legacy lives on. The village is in deep debt. It owes $9 million in unpaid water debt. Some village vehicles were repossessed and been able to make life insurance premiums for village employees.
Just a flashback, babies.
Because the things that the previous administration did, and it's not fair to the residents.
And this is just to remind you of what this tyrannical mayor was doing while this lawsuit was pending. ignoring it, doing all types of crazy stuff. So this is just so we can have a flashback, and then we're going to get into what's happening now as she laughs in the resident's face with her disrespectful self.
And then there are the lawsuits, 40 still pending against Dolton, including a massive $33 million verdict. It's over this police chase a decade ago that killed one person and severely injured another. Mayor Jason House told residents this week that he and other trustees told Henyard and the village's insurance company to settle years ago, but they didn't. And now the plaintiffs are demanding their money, asking a judge to require the village to pony up while appeals continue. The mayor said the average Dolton homeowner will be on the hook for an additional $850 a year in property taxes for the next decade.
Can I stop right there, y'all? I'm sorry, I just had to catch my breath. I just caught a flashback and took it personal. Did y'all see how much the taxes? Can I get an A-ball? I know y'all want to give Grace an A-ball for this stuff, but we went through this. Shout out to my residents on the South Side. You know, I love you. I want you. That we were going to have to pay. I say we because, you know, I'm like a distant neighbor. But this is some straight real live bullshit. Because the taxes over there is already through the roof. Somebody need to go to jail. Somebody need to go to jail. On top of, I don't even have the clips, y'all. Let's just move. I'm going to move on so we can get caught up to date. But this same mayor right now, she's on the hook for allegedly a $500,000 check that she cashed that she was not supposed to. So that mayor that you see is allegedly, now I'm saying allegedly because I don't have everything in front of me, is going after the bank for allowing her to cash this check without having dual signatures. This lady was rocking out with her cock out. This is crooked politics at its best. So when we talk about Trump and all of that stuff, that's why it really don't move me. After a year and a half of following behind this lady, baby, I'm numb. Okay, I think we're numb, but we're going to be on it like kryptonite. So basically, Dolton new Mayor House. Hi, House. Hi. Shut up. You already know. Hi. Okay, he stuck with the blunt end of this shit. Okay, so he tried to put it a bid to delay. Big baby, this has been delayed. Under her administration, they tried to push for them to pay this prior, if y'all remember, and nothing happened at this time because y'all had Mr. Delgado, the fixer, allegedly. The fixer of the South Side, the lawyer that's in everybody's political business, literally leave y'all in this situation. Is Delgado still part of all of this, y'all? Because I haven't been following, but I hope that House had at least a discernment to get rid of Delgado, because you didn't get rid of Andrew Holmes and you did not get rid of Officer Carlton. We didn't forget. Okay. I hope you did, because he straight J Jack the whole situation. Like, let's just play this. Let's play this. He's like, okay, Delgado is like the Rothschilds. You know how they basically see money into both sides? This is what he do. He sees concepts and legal references so everybody can sue each other, and then the residents have to pay. But let's just watch that. Let's watch this.
Financial blow. A judge today ordered the village of Dolton to find a way to pay a massive lawsuit verdict.
That $33 million verdict stemmed from a deadly police chase a decade ago. And to put it in perspective, it's more than the village's annual operating budget.
Oh my.
Current and former mayor are at odds over who's to blame.
Y'all do know this lawsuit was way before me. And that's what they don't tell you.
No, it's not way before you. We're going to watch this whole video because this broad, you know, she up here in Atlanta. I've been trying to just ignore her, but she really be thinking she going to kiki. Just know that she was a trustee for years or so. How long, guys? Y'all correct me. Before she was a mayor. And it was not way before her. She was part of the whole regime that did not address this. Let's go.
Right? They just like everything. Kept my car straight. Nope, it's too tall.
She's back. Tiffany Henyard taking to social media to defend herself. She's denying her administration bungled the potential settlement of a lawsuit stemming from this 2016 police pursuit that ended with one man dead and another severely injured. Those settlement talks occurred at a time when Mayor Henyard and her opponents.
There you go. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm snitching. There he go. He sat right next to her and led the whole thing. And you see this clown right here? This was the other clown, Cleve Freeman, that started dry snitching on her, wet snitching on her from the beginning. Okay. And then the officers involved in this, where she says that, hey, it wasn't under my tenure. It wasn't under my tenure. When that officer was involved in this, Lacey Lewis, he was not in charge of the police department. When she got in, she made that same officer who was involved in this pending lawsuit the chief of police. This can't get better. This is the dirty, funky, stinky politics thereof, but you know we call it out. Look at her. Look at the baby doll and her pimp right there. Let's play it. And look at bald head Stan. I missed y'all. Look at him. I missed y'all. Let's play this together, y'all. I miss cracking on y'all.
And her opponent feuded relentlessly.
You the one that's costing the village money.
Look at him. Oh, one more person, guys. So for the new viewers, is kind of, you go get caught up. I have a whole playlist. This is the alleged aura guy. This is Andrew Holmes that was alleged to have Art, a resident that I told you guys about in my Blackout Live the other day. And this is the one that is having continued contentious relationships with Jedediah Brown. Remember, we showed you that clip just for my repeat viewers who have kind of seen what I've been showing you guys. The pieces is coming together. And this dirty crook is still there to this day, like right there. My man, see how they was still right here? This is House. That's the mayor now. Okay. They didn't even try to get him out. And they can. They can. But I'm going to move on. This is not what we're here to talk about.
Henyard now claims the suit could have been settled for a few $1 million.
Look at Lacey Lewis' big old butt.
The board got up and walked out. So at the board meeting, you hear me saying, hey guys, why would y'all walk out? We have everyone here. You had the insurance company was there. You had their lawyer, our lawyers. There were so many lawyers that got down on building. I'm like, well, goddamn, what's going on?
We're going to watch this full thing, but I can't contest or say that she's right about this, because in both aspects, some true and some false. She's a lying dog. That's just the way she is. But there were plenty of incidents where the trustees, which are in the same trustees now, and one is the mayor, that was their tactic. They've been using this tactic, and it's not just them. They've been using this tactic to walk out of meetings so shit don't get done, to hold up somebody's progress, or to allegedly protect the people. They do it in Harvey. They did it in Thornton. They do it here. This is a South Side politics. This is what the fuck they do. People who don't know that the Democratic side is just as crooked as the Republican, you're going to learn here, because I don't discriminate. This was the most gross set of politics that I ever seen with my own two eyes right here. And this lady right here, I promise you, I can't even believe that I'm showing her right now. That's how over it I was with this disgusting being right here. Over here looking like the Grinch. I miss talking about Tiffany. Y'all know she in my hood, right? She's in Atlanta, and I have not taken the time to go see her because she's not worth it. We're just gonna wait till she gets scammed. Let's go.
And they walked out of the building.
It was never presented via a board meeting or any other mechanisms. So the prior administration is making verbal claims that they have no evidence to support.
Dolton has been dragging its feet on paying the verdict, hoping a separate lawsuit against the village's insurance company could provide some relief. The verdict plus interest has now grown to $40 million.
Oh.
The village is now being forced to choose how to pay it by issuing bonds or increasing taxes and fees. The mayor previously said it could cost the average homeowner $850 per year for 10 years.
We will do it creatively, carefully, and with the residents' best interest in mind.
Dozens of Dolton residents joined the court hearing via Zoom, where they listened as the mayor pleaded for more time. The judge responded by saying, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I have to balance the rights of the plaintiff to collect the judgment versus the impact on the citizens of Dolton. There is no higher duty of a municipality than to pay its judgments.
I'm going to be honest. Look, we're going to listen to the full Tiffany response, but I'm going to be honest. The $33.5 million judgment, you can't put a price on life, but it was gross. That's a lot of money. Okay. There has been a lot of situations in Dolton that has been just horrendous, just as horrendous, and didn't get the warrant of that particular amount of money. That is a lot. And that was because Delgado, or whoever was the lawyer at the time, before you, as you say, Butterfly, I want to say a shout out to Butterfly, Leroy, Jordan, Rome. I see you here. Shout out to South Carolina. Butterfly says, Tiffany, lawyer Bentley made a comment that she just wants to get on with her life and forget everything else. Yeah, forget everything she did. Plausible deniability, where here she is, the witch herself. You said it the nice way. And she's going to sit here and laugh in the people's face and blame everybody else. And then, I'm not even going to show this, she claims to be endorsing some other people who are running now. This is how boldly disgusting and disrespectful the politics is towards the people, because you know what you did to the people. You know how many lawsuits you caused by wrongfully firing people, not taking your police to him. They're killing people. We're going to show you who Lacey Lewis is, and I'm going to just show you a little bit of the transcripts of this particular lawsuit that I actually read for the $33.5 million. Because we read everything, but she has the nerve. It's the nerve for me. It's the nerve for me. Why can't she just shut the fuck up? Oh, excuse me. See, that's what Tiffany do. No, Grace, you're not doing that. Let's go. Let's just watch this a little bit. Let's do a little flashback so you guys can remember. I have a playlist on the full Dolton, and I also have a playlist on the Alexis Wilson case. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because this particular officer right here, Lacey over here looking like Yoshi, was one of the officers involved, an officer that assaulted Alexis the day that she was on the live by the Dolton police was the other officer involved in this. And his name was Ryan Perez. Ryan Perez was never fired from Dolton. He ended up leaving after having 4 lawsuits in Dolton. I'm just telling you how horrendous and disgusting the politics is. And then after four lawsuits and 3 to 4 killings, when he left, we were pursuing him. And then he had that alleged tragic head-on collision. I'm just going to say, dirty deeds catch up with you. But we ain't done yet, because the officer who did the shooting of Alexis is still working right there in Dolton. So I'm complaining about Andrew Holmes and the bit. They left my baby girl killer right on there, right there. He ain't even walking the beat. He is collecting workers' compensation on the back of you guys. $33.5 million that go to $40 million. Y'all got $9 million in other cases. Levies that need to, bonds that need to be taken, insurance. Baby, get them all. Get them all up out of there. Baby, I'm with it. Sorry, had little connection issues. Let's get back to who we want to put on the screen. Shout out to you, House. Do you hear me loud and clear? You got a hell of a battle in front of you, House. You're gonna have to do a little bit more.
Shout out to Jedediah. God be the glory that
your ass is not out no more. Let's fast forward. Hold on 1 second. My video. You see how God was like, girl. That was the beginning of my time when I thought Jedediah was okay. We all were spiritually blinded at one time. You guys know. Anyway, let's move forward. I can't even believe his stupid name came up in my live. Let's go.
But I don't say that out of disrespect. So that was an educational moment. I like to $1,000 in funds frozen from another case.
Now this
related to another case. So we're going to look into that case on a later date. Okay, I would do my research, so I don't want to talk too fast about that case.
I look cute, y'all. I'm sorry.
Updated July 5th. This is basic place. Decision in 2 lawsuits against.
Hit the like button. Now, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for you guys being here while we listen to this for a second. Please hit the like button. I'm fighting an uphill battle. I'm literally a renegade. These are the people who has been censoring me and gang stalking me outside of Jedediah. This was the administration that worked with Jedediah to dismantle my page because I've been talking about Alexis. So obviously, y'all see I'm hard-headed. Hit the like button, turn on your notifications, because nothing stops a Levi. with the village owing $33.5 million from one case and having $440,000 in funds frozen from another case. In Illinois, appellate court affirmed June 20th that the $33.5 million verdict on behalf of John Kelt, who was unalive following the 2016 police chase in Dolton, and a second man, Dunlap, who was less severely injured according to the court document. So if you guys want to see that video, I just wanted to show you that I've read the full court case. It was a little traumatizing. We also have another court case where this other officer was involved, where they were in the hospital and he got choked up. It was just so much. Dolton, I'm going to tell you guys, talking about you guys gave me so much tough skin, so much discernment, so much like, it was a lesson learned, and I appreciate it. It wasn't the easy lesson, but I appreciate y'all had a lot of shit going on with y'all, and I never saw anything like it. I want to say shout out to the residents who survived that and is still surviving now, and I pray for you guys to still have value in your property, value in your everyday living, highlighting that things are still going on there subliminally. Okay, just because somebody is nice, talk nice to you, quiet, it looks like they're coming in doing the same old thing, like buying the Pope house without having approval, just doing stupid shit, with the cell towers and stuff, leasing that out to another company so they could get the dividends instead of you keeping it. I remember all of that, the passive gentrification of that area as well. You know what they doing? They right next to Harvey, playing hardball. Now, let's just get to Tiffany while we're going to start to, we're 26 minutes. Yeah, Tiffany went in for 35. We're going to listen to her. I'm going to play it a little fast. No, she didn't block me. Yes, she did. I got a whole other page. I was secret. It's Squirrel Dog. I don't know how this popped up, but shout out to Tiffany coming out here in Atlanta. Maybe I'll go stop at her clothing store one day, see what she's talking about. You think that'll go well? Do y'all? No, I'm not doing that. Somebody will have a heart attack. I swear to God, if I go to Tiffany's store, I know one person who will have a heart attack, and I'm not going to do it, okay? They're like, what is the reason? I'm not going. Don't worry. Let's go.
How y'all doing? Hi, it's your favorite Superman, Tiffany Henyard. The people's everything. Let's get that clear.
The
people. I just want to have a good talk in like 2 minutes. So I just want to come on here. Give me 2
Let me
minutes.
see, can I fast forward this a little bit? She made me sick.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Let's go. She made me sick.
It's been a minute since I went live. Oh my God, it's been a minute since I went live. Be what it be. So we about to go over this stuff.
God, pray
okay,
for
guys.
me.
Here we go.
This her store.
Turn this around real quick.
I don't go to her store. Oh, dirty dog.
Okay. And let's go. So let's talk about the $33 million lawsuit for the village of Dolton. A lot of y'all don't even know what's going on. A lot of y'all don't even know what had happened, right?
After we finish watch some of this, I'm going to get to your comments, guys. Get in there. Let me know what you think, how you guys are feeling, and what you feel about politics now, since it's such like a back and forth, because this is the question everybody want to have, which was understandable. And they jumped to, as you said, Napoleon. And look what the hell they got. And they backed House while he sat there quiet, just as like Napoleon, did not give a plan. Just like Napoleon, but everybody was so gung-ho. We're going to talk about it, y'all, because this is how they get us playing ping pong. One do something very extreme, and then we go to the other side, and the other side do something very extreme, and we go back and forth. Just like on the federal level. They playing games with our lives.
So this lawsuit was way before me. And that's what they don't tell y'all, right? They kept my person, it's Tiff's fault. Somebody stuck in on the e-bike, it's Tiff's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just say it. But so you understand what is going on in the $33 million lawsuit, that was doing Riley Rogers' team when he was mayor. All this happened. And that's what people don't understand when you take the seat, when you're in office, that a lot of these things you inherit and it's on your table.
But remember, she made that same officer the chief of police. So, I have to remind you guys, she a lion dog.
I just can't stand with punk mayors who stand up there and say, oh, it's Tiffany. This is when y'all need to fact check. And that's another reason y'all fact check everything that's going on in the village of Dolton. Because a lot of y'all been calling me and now y'all see what's going on. It ain't green on the other side, huh? It's not, huh? That's what I was trying to tell y'all before y'all sat here.
I'm sorry, yo. She aggy. What make it a little bit more funny is because I got to go on by fast. I can't stand her. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's just watch this, y'all. I can't stand her.
Dumb stuff that everybody was saying with no facts. They just talk because they can, right? That's what a lot of people do. So let's give you a little more structure. The $33 million is strictly the trustees' fault. Let me tell you how. Let me explain. So when we inherit the debt or the lawsuit from Riley Roger, because I don't hear y'all dragging him, talking about him, saying why he didn't do this and what's going on with him. He is the person that was in charge. He was the man. So when we had our board meetings, they have several times tried to settle and go over different things with the village of Dolton. It was this one particular board meeting. One. And you can go research it. I ain't got to lie about it because I do a lot of talking right at the board meeting. Y'all was
Oh my God, you
check the board
did.
meeting out, you will see that we strictly said,
Jesus.
hey, let's go downstairs and we're going to talk about it because we had to go into executive session. For those of you that don't know what executive session is, it's when a board goes down and talk about settlements with anybody, any and everybody. And we come back up and say, hey, we agree to pay X, Y, Z, we agree to do whatever it is that we was down to talking about. We got to vote in the public eye of. So when we went downstairs, well, we didn't go downstairs. Back up, we didn't go downstairs. The board meeting happened, and as we're up there talking and going over different things, Mary Avon, yes, that clown, she tells the board to get up and walk out. The dumbass.
How? First, see, that's why I'm not even gonna waste my time and go look at for the video. But you see how she contradicts herself. Like when we went downstairs, but no, we didn't go downstairs. This way you be knowing to be lying, and then you blaming Mary, like Mary was a trustee at that time. Now I know she was in the protest heavy, but damn, they didn't have no mind. How the hell Mary get involved in this? I know she was in the protest for the residents because she a resident out there, but come on. Do y'all think they went in the basement or didn't? Somebody pull the receipts, but regardless, I think she lied.
Board gets up and walks out of the board meeting. Now remind you, this is a crucial day. It's crucial because we had to literally go in the basement, go into closed session, and talk about this lawsuit. And they was willing to settle for, I think it was like $3 to $5 million or $1 million to $5 million, somewhere in that range, in your range. I don't remember the exact amount quoted right now. The board got up and walked out. So at the board meeting, you hear me saying, hey guys, why would y'all walk out? We have everyone here. You had the insurance company was there. You had their lawyer, our lawyers. There were so many lawyers that got down on the building. I'm like, what's going on? And they walked out of the building. So I apologize to the insurance company. I apologize to their lawyer because it was just wasted time.
Me either, butterfly.
To come and basically do nothing because nothing happened.
Now, hold up, but this is where's the lies for me because, okay, boom. If they did go down to executive, this where she be lying. If they go down to executive session today or they don't, they walked out. There's another meeting. They supposed to have 2 or 3 meetings throughout the month. Wasn't there something? Because they was just driving me crazy with the meetings. So that same topic should have been brought up the next meeting and the next meeting until it was addressed. It actually was just overlooked by y'all asses and all the drama that y'all was going through and just kept it moving and it blew over to the point that somehow a $33.5 million verdict or agreement came in from the judge. Like, come on. So don't just blame them walking out on one or whatever. That should have kept rolling over. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why we talk about it, because people were like, yeah, Tiffany was right. No, they were always wrong. And Grace Levi is telling, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling all these crooks.
It was court time. That's how crucial this moment was. They go before the judge. And of course, you know what they asked, hey, what happened with Dolton? Did y'all settle? Did y'all come up with an agreement? What we gonna do? And of course, you know, they said, no, we don't have an agreement. The board walked out. So if they walk out of a board meeting where they're supposed to handle the people's business, they did not handle the people's business. And that's what I mean about politics. That's why I call it politics, right? Because they're tricking y'all into, point fingers, all that point fingers.
Wait, but if you can sign off for a $500,000 check, why you ain't sign off on this shit, chick? That's what I'm saying. If it came down to the final hours and you know that this was pending since 2016, which you were a trustee of, and you knew the ramifications of what happened before and how it rolled over to your attention, why you just ain't sign the paper, chick? You did everything else. You got your lawyers to do everything else for you and run the game. Do you see what I'm saying, people? Am I tripping? All right, Butterfly. Butterfly said, I do not miss that voice, okay? Napoleon's a crook. He's just better looking. Fake ass Superman, pizza man. Everything that look good don't taste good.
opportunity to fix it. You had the opportunity to make it right. And y'all chose not to by playing these silly ass games with the public's money. And y'all did that. So own up to that. And that's the proof. Go find a board meeting or whatever you need to do. You know who else we have? Go check on Trinidad. Trinidad, we have all the tea. When I say the tea.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna be a little messy since Trina wanna think that she could lie on me and dox me. Talk about she and dox me gonna tell all the people on the live. Yeah, Grace was talking about Cara. Listen, same thing I told you, I'll tell Cara, I'll tell everybody. They know who I am. But do they know you talk to Tiffany every motherfucking day? And you talk to all of them every day while you complain about them and use them? Because she brought Trina up. That's her girl. Because I remember being on the phone with Trina and I was kind of talking about Tiffany. I was like, but no, Tiffany, you know she doing shit wrong. Like we had a real conversation that I had to bring her back to reality. Like, I'm gonna get, is that your friend? Because it's getting to your heart. That's why I knew, just for the people in the back, that's why I knew Trina was playing both sides and it did not matter. And you know you still love me, Trina, and you're mad that you messed that relationship up because you want to be down with the fucking crook like that. You wanted to be in the middle of the shit instead of getting your community together. That just made me go off just a little bit. This is the other lady who lost her page. You remember that night I blacked out and I was like, people who mess with me and disrespect me, God get them. Yeah, because I was really trying to show love for Trina. Because, you know, I thought she was like, Sarah. Okay, let's hit the like button. Y'all know who Sarah is. Put her in the institution. Let's go.
Oh, she got footage. These mugs left the board meeting.
Y'all know I say what I want.
Now, where they do that at? Don't clearly, right? Why would y'all leave a board meeting when you're supposed to be there to handle business? You can elected to take care of the business. Don't care about your opinion, your feelings, your emotions as relates to what you think. It's for y'all. Y'all had the board.
Well,
so the board of them, that's why y'all need to learn how this game works. 4 people can control everything. I don't care about the title part of, oh, it's a mayor, it's this. No. It don't work like that. It's just like how.
Damn, hold up. That just hit me. She said, ask Trina. Was she paying you too, Trina? Well, remember I said that they were paying people to control the narrative? I trusted in you, girl. I didn't know it was that bad. It just hit me like a ton of bricks, like a wrecking ball. She was like, ask Trina. Why would she say that? I'm just saying, y'all, it just hit me, y'all. I'll be thinking too, but yo, it's just crooked out there, yo. It's dangerous. I would have straight been like trying to be a good person to treat, and she would have been setting me up. That's why God protected me when I went out there, y'all. I told you, allegedly Jedediah people or somebody tried to run me off the road. They are evil. They're fucking evil, yo. Yo, this shit dirty. I'm sorry. I just had a burn like, whoa, call Trina.
The government is now the president. You still got the Congress and the Senate. Same concept. It's the board of trustees that runs the village.
Oh my God.
Everything. And if they vote on something or don't vote on something, it moves or it don't move. And that's where y'all get it all mixed up in y'all mind when y'all point things, that person. No. The board of trustees are the reason why the $33 million still exists to this day.
It's all of y'all.
Tooth and nail trying to make sure the village was not held accountable for that day. And they walk out. How,
and that's your problem. You for tooth and nail so they won't be accountable for that day, that reckless ass behavior. Lacey Lewis driving 70 miles per hour on a local street, crashing into the guy. Freaking Perez is being the fucking dummy because Perez started it, I think, and then Lacey followed up and made it crazy. Yeah, I'm make sure we're not responsible for that day. We're not responsible for that day because you're just as crooked as all hell. So you can't just blame the trustees. It was your motherfucking ass too. And Raleigh Rogers, who didn't have proper training back then, police department. That's why I'm going to say shout out to the new administration. Pressure bust pipes or make diamonds. I don't regret being blackballed and my page being this, that, and the third, because y'all know y'all made changes to that police station because I stayed on y'all asses. I didn't just talk about it. ISP, bothering people, talking about credentials, letters. Hi, house. I was one of the first few people that sent you, hey, welcome. I'm glad you made it. I'm going to be back in contact with you. Remember that letter I sent to you guys in email? You haven't responded because you're so better than the people, you know. Shout out to Carver. You're so better than us. You know, you're just so better than the people. I thought you was nice, house. Sorry, I just had to get that out because I've been really passive towards House. I had love for him, but because you're being quiet is acquiescence. So your quietness is not taken as you're a good person to me no more. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then you went on Jedediah's show, and then Jedediah cursed you out the other day. Who looks stupid? I told you guys, remember I was like, why would House go on Jedediah's show? That's stupid. That was the dumbest thing. And what Jedediah just do the other day? Curse him out, call him his names. This dirty politics. Let's finish listening to this broader. I'm kind of cutting up her talk because y'all know we can't take her. I'm going to fill in the holes. Can't take this broad, same old hairstyle, fake ass Betty Boo.
Out of the board meeting on that day where we were supposed to settle the debt in closed session.
Get
So
to
I
it.
just wanted to clear that up because there's so much misinformation, there's so many lies out there, and a lot of times people don't want to hear the truth because you can't handle the truth. That's the problem. But if y'all just sit here and open
She
your
sound like
ears and
Jedediah.
pay attention and listen, you will hear some other than the hate that y'all got for her. Because I don't do nothing but school y'all again. I don't do nothing but I can't stand the word transparent because everybody uses our content. I don't do nothing but give you the facts. I don't do nothing but lead you to the water. It's up to you to drink it. You don't drink it, guess what? That's on you. So I just wanted to clear it up once again about the $33 million lawsuit that's in the village of Dolton. It happened way before me, and it still lingered, of course, because you have to basically adopt or get or inherit, whatever word you want to use, all of the lawsuits from the previous administration.
Yep.
And we got tons of lawsuits from Riley.
And you lollygagged and pussyfoot through your whole administration and then roll over into another administration. Woo-wee. It was not your fault, Tiffany. It wasn't your fault. This is the politicking and leadership and you and your best friend be doing, huh?
Administration. A ton of lawsuits from Shaw's administration. But they don't tell y'all that. They don't break it down. They don't educate y'all on any of this. So I just wanted you to be crystal clear on what's what and what's to come. So next, I want you guys to pay attention to this one other thing. Hold on one second.
Let's listen.
And I hope y'all listen. I hope you're listening.
I'm listening.
So look, let me say this. Term limits and voting. A lot of times people don't understand what to do, who to vote for, or whatever. A lot of y'all go with status quo. And that's where I feel y'all mess up. Status quo don't always mean that's the best person for you. I think you guys should start researching the candidates that you're voting for and pay attention to their platform. Pay attention to what they want to do for you. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you of who you place and put into office. Because it's going to affect you in the long run. And a lot of y'all don't like to vote because you feel like it don't affect you. But eventually it does. And when it does, I don't want to complain. I don't want to hear that. You should have did something about it when you had the opportunity to do so. Make sure y'all get out and vote. I posted a palm card. And everybody got an opinion about somebody on there. Look, I care less. It's up to you to pick who you want to vote for.
Girl, that's her endorsing somebody. Now, you see how politics can be bullshitting? Now, all of that sounds beautiful. You need to listen to the candidate, choose them based on what they're doing and not what they say. But guess what? If people would have did that with you, you would have never made it anywhere because you was a bullshitter. That's all you did was just run your mouth. Even y'all remember the housing program that she came up with? That I broke that down to the T. It was so disgusting that nobody would have even invest. They were trying to control the investors, how they would have sold the house, when they would have sold the house, all these fees and shit like this, without even trying to get input from the residents of how things gonna work. Your plan was trash. So yes, and they did not take the chance to listen to you. And I'm glad they did not, because I did. And that was horrible. And that included you and your friends having access to properties and scooping shit up. We already showed you the plenty of houses where she allegedly bought and flipped. And there was a few ones that was questionable how it got into her hands. If you don't know that video, go check out. I made 200 videos of this whole debacle. That's why I said I got forever videos. You ain't got me yelling, screaming. We was reading lawsuits. We were getting the receipts. We putting them together. Go look if y'all interested. If y'all just have like weekends to get through this, y'all will get a whole comprehensive of the most crookedest shit next to Trump. And that's this chick. So let's just finish and listen to a little bit more of what she has to say. I want to thank God that I was able to get up and do this live because I really wanted to, because this broad came out of hiding. Okay. And I did know that. Look at her. Crack is whack. Okay. Y'all remember when she was outside shoveling? This is exactly how she looked when she's outside shoveling. Mind you, I got to be honest. I got this all speeded up right now. But don't she look like when she was out there shoveling when y'all said she was on that speed? Okay. Let me finish watching this. I may walk past her shop. Y'all know I could find where she at. But I got too much stuff to do. This is not even worth my time. But I just want to see. If I ever had a talk with Tiffany, I would have talk like, girl, just like I had talked to Trina. Now you know you was tripping. Now you know you was rocking out with your titties out. You ain't have no control over nothing because guess what? You didn't know how to communicate. You didn't care about the community. It was all about what the hell you wanted to do. Oh, who they sound like? Miss Tiffany Trump. Same fucking personality. And guess what? The shit I talk about Trump and I talk about her, they're gonna leave. Trump is gonna leave us with a whole lot of debt, just like this chick. And that's what I keep warning people. You know, they kept talking about his policies just to go to that way. They like, yeah, Trump, do this, do this. No, when he get out, we're gonna have the excess taxes, baby. All of us. Okay? Shit. That's like my teeth like a Haitian lady right there. Go ahead, y'all. Hit the like button.
Or whatever, I'm not wrong. But I don't care. I don't got no stakes in that. I care less. All I'm doing is showing you.
Shut your mouth down.
That's on there is unopposed. For those who know what unopposed is, they are running with no competition. So whether you vote for them or don't vote for them, they will be in office.
And that's sad.
How that works, okay? Those that do have competition, you have to pick who you feel is best. Or like I told y'all, it's some bums that's looking for crumbs. They on there. Do not vote for them. Not either one of them. Make sure you skip them. Because
good evening, Bobby.
That seat over in one township, you know, where I was your supervisor at, they stole the entire election. That's why I said bums look for crumbs.
I will say that. Y'all do not agree with me or not. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. Now, hold up, y'all. Can I get another eight ball? This ain't about agreeing with this. But didn't they steal that election? Napoleon stinking ass. They stole that election, right? Can y'all just admit to it right now? I've been said that. And they didn't put this crook on, and look at her looking like a crackhead again. Every time I pause the video, Tiffany looking like a crackhead. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go.
That went with it. All y'all crying about, but I don't hear y'all mouths. That he just stole the money, and now he gets the salary of supervisor. And I'm talking about Thornton Township. I'm talking about Napoleon that does not live in Thornton Township, but yet he's your supervisor and he's committed.
Oh.
But yet, guess what? I don't hear y'all saying nothing about it.
This is fucking shit. That's the truth, though. Y'all ain't going hard on Napoleon. Look at her lips. Every time I pause, she looking crazy, y'all. That's not me, but it is the truth, though. She going off with all that lickety lick around her lips. She look crazy. Nobody's going for Napoleon the way that y'all went off on her, and I have to say that it do be an issue with Black women. It is. If we ain't pretty enough and we don't hold ourselves to a certain report that you know, say things that y'all want to say here. Oh yeah, we're all types of bitches and everything. And then someone who's a crook, a silent crook like Napoleon get through, or a plain out scammer crook like Jedediah get through. Like I got mad Black women who don't like me because of Jedediah. Come on, do the math. It is true, and look. If I had my counterparts here, the Gentiles, they was like, "You're playing victim." No, it's the motherfucking truth. We can't even breathe. Look at that black. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to the left, but look at her. Look at Tiffany. I ain't had fun with her in a long time. Lick your lips, child. Lick your lips.
So quick before y'all go and say same nonsense to the guys that's I don't see that, and that's what I mean about again. Do your research. But pay attention to who's in office. Pay attention to what is going on, what is being said. Because there's so many lies, so much misinformation that it ain't funny. And no, I don't have time to entertain everything else. I'm too busy building and growing what I have. Okay,
oh my
just
God.
Understand that. And those that don't know me, I always been entrepreneur. Always been a hustler. I'm always gonna land on my feet. Always. Just know that.
Add some more weave to that. You a little thin, Tiffany. Every time I press pause, y'all, and Butterfly said, I'm worried House is going to bend with Napoleon just to keep his seat because Napoleon can cause a lot of problems. He needs to go like Fitzer. Ding, 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 ding. I made my own sound effect. You get the $100,000 prize, Butterfly. I'm sorry. It sounds like you're out there. Shout out to the South Side. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And then you have this, look at that crackhead. We be getting the good shots. Then you have somebody else coming in crooked as all hell too. Y'all got two people coming in crooked. Y'all got Stephanie Wiedemann trying to take Napoleon's spot. I fucking said it. Once you try to connect with Jedediah and you don't speak up, your whole reputation is done, done, done. She lost me. She used to be my shiro. She got to go. Then you have going for commissioner, Kiana Belcher, and the McCaskill lady. Y'all thought I wasn't paying attention? Y'all all fucking screwed. Everybody that I just named is sus. Everybody. Even Kiana best friends, y'all be mad. Everybody. Crooked as all hell. Yeah. And then what she did say, I have to agree. If they don't have nobody going against them, y'all literally just giving y'all whole politics up to these crooked ass people. Y'all have to educate your kids, the younger group, to get into politics, or you have to do it. There's a lot of people who sit back and want to play the back mechanics of the politics back there, but you guys have a lot of work and knowledge and connection. I know a few of you guys, and the reason why you guys don't go in the front because y'all don't want to deal with the crookedness of politics, but y'all in the background supporting these people that's crooked, helping them get in seats, and they fucking you over when y'all asses should be running. There's a few people that already know who I'm talking about. That I was like, y'all, you're a good person. You're a good person. You should run. I ain't fucking doing that. But why not? I'm just saying, because they still disheartened by being in that position and all of the drama that come with it. But baby, you're going to have to do something, because I will say this, locally, what I have learned, the local elections is way more important than the federal. Not way more, God, that's a lie. Trump is rocking out with his cock out. Okay, the local elections is just as important as the federal elections, or being part of understanding what's going on and trying to help the community. That's all I'm going to say. Get the fuck in there. Get the fuck in there. Because we keep having people looking like this. Every time I pause, she's looking like this. So we're going to play one more part and we're going to be getting out of here. I want to say thank you for everybody who's been here. Bobby, BKG. Is that my Bobby? Shout out to you, boo. Butterfly, thank you for being here. Gary, shout out for being here. If you guys don't know, I am a separatist. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I just separate from the bullshit. And obviously, I get in trouble for it. But guess what? I don't give a damn. Hit the like button and let's play a little bit more of this crackhead before we get out of here.
Talking about me coming on the page.
Yup. We just did it.
I don't follow people. I'm like, I'm not commenting on nobody's page that I don't care for. So I don't understand why y'all comment on things y'all know nothing about. Nor do. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta just respond to her. Tiffany, I'm watching, and many people are watching because you just cost, or you allow $33.5 million to roll over past your administration into another administration, and you got a $500,000 outstanding check that you signed that you wasn't supposed to, and we got the picture of you going to the check cashing place looking like a crackhead with you and Fat KP. Can I name more? Why we keep kind of just coming back to see where the fuck the chips land? Like, are you locked up yet? That's actually what the fuck we're looking for, but obviously we're not. So I'm not going to hold you up no more throughout this night because I have a lot to do in the morning. We're going to talk about the Mel Tiffany, Mr. Trump. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to talk about, the people that he went after to try to get locked up. And we're going to talk about the 4 major reasons why Trump should be locked up, and we're going to keep it real, okay? So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for being with us. Please hit the like button, turn your notifications on. I'm still talking about the content that got me blackballed. I'm still talking about the content that got somebody to try to run me off the road, and I'm just keeping it real. I'm still talking about the content that I got these damn boards from when I came down there. It was like, oh, clear ass up. And guess what? I don't care. So you'll be hearing more about the Lexi situation. We have one more cop to get out of Dolton. Don't think I forgot, House. I didn't, because didn't you just get an email? Did you just get a Freedom of Information request? I am relentless. Y'all thought that I was quiet?
I'm gonna be quiet, but I'll be quiet again. Y'all got mind control over me. With that being said, hit the like button. I love you guys, and the only thing that can stop you is yourself. Let's go. Please turn your notifications on, and thank you guys for joining me. I ain't never scared.